Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monkey Cyber Orgy Memorial. Today, we are honoring the one, the only, the great Monkey. Now, some of you may not know, Monkey is a character that has played this game for years upon years, and has passed away shortly not too long ago. So, Akimbo decided, before he quit, or she, I'm not sure, that they would start this beautiful event for us with some pretty great prizes, if you ask me. So, I know Monkey somewhat well, and I would know he would want all of you to go out there and cause carnage. Now, only 3 of you can win. So, out of the 48 contestants here, right now, I want you guys to pick who you think will win. And you know what? Pick who you want to win. My money is on Chris McLean, Aluka, Taps, and Gator. Those are my 4 picks. I know there's only 3 winners, and Cobber. Cobber's like my main go-to. He just spent the whole last game doing just nothing, just chilling. So he's got to win. Okay, everybody, let's get into the bloodshed and carnage. As the tributes take their stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Achilles runs away from the cornucopia, deciding to explore the arena. Ash scares Mute away from the cornucopia, taking all the goods for himself. Maximus snatches a pair of sais and runs off into the desert. Yonka also runs away from the cornucopia, followed by Selenia. Not sure what they're running off to do together, but, you know. Lenzo grabs a shield, leaning on the side of the cornucopia, and runs off to investigate the area. Noobsabot kills I don't know how to say some of these names. Sometimes they're hard. A sus with a hatchet, brutally ending his life. Spartacus wants nothing to do with the carnage. Runs away from the cornucopia, out to find a place to live. Gemma grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia and runs off to do whatever Gemma does. Glimlatch runs away from the cornucopia, not wanting any part of the carnage. Oh, that's gruesome. Tyron strangles Aluka with a rope that he found just chilling on the ground. Figgy, wanting nothing to do with the carnage, runs away from the cornucopia. Oh god, Edwin, you freaking beast. Edwin sets off an explosive, killing Meeks. I'm not even going to try to say that common coom name. Y'all know what I mean. Alpacino and Escobar, ending all of their lives this early in the game. Nullspawn, Paradolia, Cobber, and Mr. White, witnessing what Edwin had just did to the 4 players, run away from the cornucopia, scared witless. Crucial finds Jamal hiding in the cornucopia and kills her. It was brutal. They don't even say why, because it was that brutal. Living Proof, Arthur run away from the cornucopia together, off to do, well, I think we all know. Jack McGurn snatches a pair of sais and runs off. Puka grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty, which is what I did last round, and it's not smart, get you killed. And runs off, thinking he grabbed a big score. Chris McLean and Queen of Hearts run off together into the wilderness to do, well, what are the other contestants are doing? Fighting for their lives. Not having sex, you dirty perverts. Storm Chaser finds a canteen full of water, which will help her get through the game. Rage runs away from the cornucopia, deciding not to unleash his rage today. Maybe tomorrow. MX, King Shurgs, LeConque, and Megagator share everything they gathered before running. That way, that they can all meet up later and be an unstoppable killing unit. Mink scares Blade away from the cornucopia, not wanting him to snatch the item he was looking at. Chip runs away from the cornucopia. Idiocracy runs away from the cornucopia. Wig runs away from the cornucopia, and Ouija takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia, investigating the dead body inside. Spirit stays at the cornucopia for the resources, not wanting to lose out on, well, whatever's left after the pick. Taps again runs away from the cornucopia, not wanting to, get infected with the corona, as you see. Got his whole face covered and all. Super grabs a shield leaning on the side of the cornucopia and runs off. Day 1. Achilles searches for a water source. Will he find one? Will he not? We will see. Blade overhears Queen of Heart and Spirit talking in the distance, but decides not to investigate as they could be, team up on him and kill him. Taiwan tries to sleep through the entire day, not wanting to cause drama and conserving his energy. Nullspawn wants to find the best resources as he is a merchant, And if you guys didn't know, Nullspawn actually runs like his own little merchant shop and game explanation. So go ahead, check it out. A little shout out to him. Rage and MK hunt for other tributes, wanting to end the game as early as possible. Super searches for firewood. Why, we don't know, because that's just going to send up a signal to alert people to where you are. See right there. Megagator sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Ooh, look at that. I like this team up. Stormchaser, Maximus, Cobber, and Taps again hunts for other tributes, together knowing they are strong. Lenzo tries spearfishing with a trident. I wonder how well that went. Living Proof tries to sleep through the entire day, wanting to conserve her energy. The Conch also searches for firewood. Why they're looking for firewood, we'll never know. Selenia stabs Smart with a tree branch. Oh god, that's gotta be one of the worst ways to go. Imagine getting staked through the heart with a tree branch. Yes, we've heard of stakes, but it's a legit tree branch that just got shoved through your chest, killing you. Crucial tries to sleep through the entire day to conserve his energy. Wig steals from Mute while he wasn't looking, out picking berries. Edwin and Monster split up to search for resources, knowing that if they work together, they can survive a little bit longer. Oh, Gemma, no. No, Chris. No! Gemma sets off an explosion, killing Chris McLean, splattering his brains everywhere. Puka receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, helping him on his way. And, oh wow, 3 against 1, that's not fair, guys. Ash, Idiocracy, and Jack McKern track down and kill Yonko, just for the fun of it. Mr. White receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, helping him get through the day. Ouija accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Oh, poor Ouija. Poor Ouija. Glimlatch receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Oh. Noob Sabat defeats Chip in a fight, but spares her life, deciding that right now isn't the time. Figgy and Arthur hunt for other tributes together, knowing that they are strong in a duo. Spartacus, Paradolia, and King Shurg hunts for other tributes, not able to find anyone. Arena event, everybody. Acid rain pours down on the arena. Super injures Queen of Hearts and leaves her to die in the rain. Gruesome. King Shurgs and Figgy in their little makeshift shelter survive. Maximus injures Idiocracy and leaves him to die in the rain. Megagator, followed by Tyron, Stormchaser, and Wig, all survive. Huddled, we don't know where. The cameras weren't able to find them. Gemma trips face first into a puddle of acidic rain. After what she did to Chris, I think she kind of deserved that one. Please don't demote me, Gemma. Leconque survives. Puka injures MX and leaves him in the acid rain to die. Edwin shoves Mute into a pond of acidic rain, but is pulled in by Mute, killing them both. Oh, come on, Edwin. After that 4-kill streak, I had more hope for you. Ash survives. Honey Monster survives. Oh, Lenzo shoves Living Proof into a puddle of acidic rain, but is pulled in by Living Proof, killing them both. See, guys, this is why you just run away. Find shelter. It's acid rain. It never ends well. Paradolia injures Rage and leaves her to die in the rain. I had to pause because Rage doesn't sound like a girl's name. Ooh, no. Jack McGurn is unable to find shelter and dies. Noob Sabat also cannot find shelter and dies. Chip survives. Randomly, of course. Oh no, Mr. White trips face first into a puddle of acidic rain and dies. Selenia survives. And I gotta know, where's Selenia from? Why do I know that and why is it pictured in my brain, but I can't think of it? It's like Selenia. I want to say it's from Rick and Morty. Or it could be from regular I'm not sure, but I know it's from somewhere. Oh no. Achilles refuses Spirit Shelter, killing them instantly. Crucial survives. Glimlatch survives. Taps again survives. With that mask, he can survive anything, even the acid rain. No, poor Blade. Poor Blade. A family member, so of course I'm rooting for him. Spartacus injures Blade and leaves them in the rain to die. Cobber, Nullspawn, and Arthur, building their makeshift shelter before the rain, survive together. Wow. Out of the 48 people that started, 25 are already dead. A moment of silence for them. Let us move on. Night 1. Nullspawn and Maximus huddle for warmth. They might be huddling for a little more, if you know what I mean. Arthur, Puka, King Shurgs, Cobber, and Wig sleep in shifts, knowing That they can afford to do this. It's only night 1. Glimlatch tends to Paradolia's wounds, hoping that they will become allies. Tyron defeats Stormchaser in a fight, but spares his life. I think the female-male thing is kind of messed up. Selenia climbs a tree to rest. The conch looks at the night sky, wondering why he signed up for this. Chip also climbs a tree to rest, knowing that the trees are the best vantage point. Super receives some food from an unknown sponsor, and this will surely help him throughout the game. If I'm right, he also got the water, which, perfect. Tapsigan and Grushel talk about the other tributes still alive, plotting to kill him. I forgot Spartacus, poor guy. He spent the whole night screaming, scared out of his wits. Ash and Ash and damn, now I can't even say the name. Tell stories about themselves to each other, waiting, biding their time to kill one another. Mega Gator destroys Figgy's supplies while she is asleep. Oh, that's not good. Poor Figgy. Honey Monster sees a fire but stays hidden, not wanting to get in trouble or die. Day 2. Stormchaser receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Spends all day eating it. Super begs for Glimlatch to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Super. Oh, I've never seen that one before. They always spare. Oh, no, Supra. Why'd you do it, Glimlatch? You should have let him live. Selenia, Figgy, Puka, and Ash hunt for the tributes together, knowing that they are still strong. Tyron fishes, looking for a source of food. Taps again also discovers a river. Maybe it's the same one Tyron's fishing at. We don't know. Ooh, no. No. King Shurgs begs Cobra to kill him. She refuses, keeping King Shurgs alive. Ooh, Wig receives an unknown... I need to take a breath. Wig receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Honeymaster overhears Crucial and Chip talking in the distance, but decides not to do anything about it, to stay in their hiding spot. Spartacus, Leconque, Arthur, and Megagator hunt up for other tributes, knowing that others should group up, so they are too. Paradolia traps and kills Achilles. Got him right in the heels, his weak spot. Nullspawn hunts for other tributes solo, wanting to go all merchant on them. Maximus receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor, and that will quite definitely help him in this race. Moment of silence for our two fallen. Night 2. Ash receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Spends the night gleefully divulging it. Megagator stabs Tyron in the back with a trident. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you do not team up. They will kill you the second your back is turned, quite literally. Taps again fends Selenia, Honey Monster, and Cobber away from his fire. Taps, the ruthless killer. Spartacus tends to his wounds. He injured himself earlier doing we do not know what. Paradolia sets up camp for the night, hoping to be able to sleep it off. Stormchaser thinks about home, wondering why she even got herself into this predicament in the first place. Glimlatch receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, definitely helping him throughout the game. Crucial and Puka were caught holding hands in a little hut. What will happen? We didn't investigate, we left them to themselves. Use your imagination. Chip, Arthur, and Maximus start fighting, but Arthur runs away as Chip kills Maximus. How ruthless. And Arthur, why didn't you help him? You could have killed him later. The conch tries to treat his infection. He was out fishing, like full-on diving fishing, and got himself cut on a rock and infected. Hopefully he can get some medical supplies. Wig was just trying to climb a tree, tripped, fell down, and got a stick in the leg, and is now trying to treat that infection. King Shurgs, left all alone, screams out for help, which isn't really smart considering this is a game of death. You want to stay hidden. Figgy thinks about home, wondering what she'll do when she gets out, if she gets out. Nullspawn quietly hums to himself in the bush, not wanting to be heard by others, but wanting to soothe his anxiety. Day 3. Glimlatch attacks Paradolia, but she manages to escape unharmed. Arthur questions his sanity as he sits alone in his tree. Megagator, Cobber, Stormchaser, and Ash and Taps again hunts for other tributes. Why they're going 5 strong at day 3, I don't know. Honey Monster is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Oh no. Does that mean he dies? I hope not. I think so. Figgy practices her archery, wanting to be able to shoot anyone out of the sky. King Shurgs practices archery as well, noticing Figgy practicing earlier. Spartacus receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, helping him with his infection. Yes, I think that was him. I could be wrong. Puka explores the arena, looking for an advantage against anyone else. No Spawn overhears Wig and Crucial talking, but decides not to investigate. Selenia thinks about home. God, every time I say that name, I know what it is. It's like right in the back of my head. Chip practices her archery, hoping that the next cornucopia event will bring one. The conch receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, but what he really needs is some medical supplies. A moment of silence for our fallen. I like how the acid rain basically killed off over half the players. Night 3. Figgy begs for Megagator to kill him. He refuses, keeping Figgy alive. Paradolia tries to treat her infection, surviving the poke. I think that was her. Sometimes my memory is shoddy. The conch and Cobber hold hands in their little hut. Spartacus tends to Chip's wounds, wanting to be a nice guy with his medical supplies. Crucial defeats Taps again in a fight, but spares his life, not wanting to end. Well, Taps is Taps, you can't kill him. Honey Monster thinks about home, and if he will ever see it again. King Shurgs, being arrogant, thinks about winning the whole game. But will he? We shall see. No Spawn poisons his Storm Chaser's drink, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Ah, when you're taken down by your own trick, how sad. Wig convinces Puka to snuggle with her. You know what I mean. Ash tries to treat her infection. Man, everyone's getting infected. Y'all gotta stop falling off of things. Arthur screams for help, confused and alone. Glimlatch thinks about home, and if he will ever see it again. Selenia goes to sleep, wanting to sleep the night away. Day 4. Chip fishes, desperately in need of food. Megagator overhears Glimlatch and Spartacus talking in the distance, but does nothing. Taps again, decides to explore a cave he discovers. What will happen? We shall see. Puka thinks about home. Oh, Crucial makes a slingshot. I thought it said Crucial was slaughtered. I was going to be like, oh, no assailant, huh? Crucial makes a slingshot. King Shurg stalks the conch, looking for a ripe kill. Ash receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Will Ash get some blood on his hands? We shall see. Honey Monster stalks Paradolia in the distance, wanting to make her first kill. Selenia, Stormchaser, Arthur, Wig, and Cobber hunt for other tributes, remaining 5 strong. Figgy collects fruit from a tree. Well, she's getting figgy with it. Moment of silence for our fallen Nullspawn. A shame, he had really good trades. Night 4. Spartacus tends to his own wounds. Arthur passes out from exhaustion, having stayed up the previous 3 days. Crucial and Honey Monster run into each other and decide a truce for the night, not wanting to murder as they are both tired. Selenia taps again, Stormchaser and Ash sleep in shifts wanting to protect one another. Puka, Wig, and Megagator discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. How many people there will be. Maybe there will be a cornucopia event. We don't know. The conch, Figgy, and Paradolia discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. Maybe those 2 teams will head it off and kill each other. We'll see. Chip silently snaps King Shurg's necks. He just, King Shurg just sitting there with his fire roasting a fish. Chip notices, he walks up and no more King Shurgs. He does not win the game. Glimlatch is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. He might die of hypothermia. Hopper receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, which he desperately needed. Day 5! Puka diverts Figgy's attention and runs away, not looking for a battle. Selenia receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The conch injures himself trying to climb out of his tree hut. Honey Monster, Stormchaser, and Spartacus hunt for other tributes. 3 strong, they think, will win. Glimlatch practices his archery, wanting to get good. Cobber just explores the arena, looking for the best place to set up his shack. Chip practices her archery. Wig searches for a source of water, desperately dehydrated. Crucial searches for firewood for the nightfall, as he wants to lure people into his encampment and kill them. Paradolia attacks Ash, but he manages to escape. Oh, Arthur bleeds out due to an untreated injury. We're not sure how that happened. Taps again explores the arena. Megagator unknowingly eats toxic berries and dies. Damn, all the people I was rooting for are dead except Cobber. Come on, Cobber. I said it like 3 hours ago. You're like my go-to to win. I hope you do. Or at least place in 3. A moment of silence for our fallen. I really should have added myself to the event since, I'm not actually the one giving out the prize. It'd be cool to see me win. Chip thinks about winning, knowing he can do it. Wig, Spartacus, and Puka discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. Crucial destroys Honey Monster's supplies and runs away, cackling maniacally. Auk tries to... Auk. That's me. Ash tries to sing herself to sleep, knowing that's the only thing he can do to soothe himself. Figgy and Cobber huddle for warmth, and maybe a little more. Oh no! Who wasn't feeding Taps? Taps again dies from hunger. How sad. I really thought he would go far. The conch thinks about winning. But will he? Selenia tends to her wounds. Earlier in the day, she was trying to spearfish and accidentally speared herself in the foot. Quite tragic. She got spooked by what she thought was another player, but was just a rabbit, and speared herself right in the foot. Stormchaser tries to treat her infection, but is so far unsuccessful. Glimlatch also tries to treat her infection, but is somewhat unsuccessful. Paradolia dies from hypothermia. It can get very cold at night, guys, trust me. And, well, Paradolia proved that. Died of hypothermia. Maybe that's why everyone's getting their firewood. The feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies and memoirs from the tribute's families. Figgy, Cobber, Selenia, and Spartacus all decide not worth it. They're going to wait it out and not go to the feast. Puka strangles Glimlatch after engaging in a fist fight, killing him. Wig decides not to go to the feast and decides to keep fishing. Ash and Stormchaser fight Leconque and Crucial. Wait, what? Ash and Stormchaser fight Leconque and Crucial. Ash and Stormchaser survive. Wait, does that mean Leconque and Ash or Leconque and Crucial are dead? I'm not sure, guys. Honey Monster and Chip gets into a fight over raw meat, but Honey Master gives up and runs away, not wanting to be killed. I mean, he sat most of the game in a bush. He's not gonna jeopardize it now. Day 6. Stormchaser discovers a river, a much-needed source of water for her, even though she's got a lot of help throughout the game. Ash overhears Chip and Selenia talking in the distance. Why Chip and Selenia would gather up, I'm not sure. Honey Monster thinks about home, and if he'll ever see it again. Wig tends to Puka's wounds, thinking this could gain him an ally, someone he wouldn't have to kill until later. Spartacus fishes, desperately needing food. Figgy discovers a cave. Maybe it's the same one Wig found earlier. We are not sure. Cobber receives explosives from an unknown sponsor. I mean, we've already had some explosions pop off. Will we have more? Moment of silence for our fallen. 4 taps. Night 6. Stormchaser and Ass threaten a double suicide. It fails and they... Wait, what? Well, wouldn't that mean it was successful? Stormchaser and Ash threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. I'm not sure. I mean, that would mean they're successful, right? Maybe? I'm not sure. Puka receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Will he treat his wounds? Others? We shall see. Oh no. Honey Monster is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. I mean, guys, we've seen that's a killer. Selenia, Wiggy, Figgy, Chip. Oh my god, seriously. Selenia, Wiggy, Figgy, and Chip. Oh god, I don't think I could have got a better combination of names for that one. And Cobbers sleep in shifts, knowing if they remain 5 strong, they can take out the other 5 competitors. Spartacus attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful and sleeps without any warmth. Day 7. Spartacus camouflages himself into a bush, not wanting to be seen by other. Oh, Figgy. Bad move. Figgy tends to Chip's wounds, wanting to keep him alive for what reason we don't know. There's not even that many people left. Oh no, Cobber, Puka, and Wig and Honeymaster raid Selenia's camp while she is out hunting for food, taking everything she has. This might be a turning point because Selenia had a lot of stuff. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 7. Puka screams for help. Confused, lost, scared. Figgy tends to Chip's wounds once more. This is a pointless effort at this time, and Chip will probably die. Spartacus attempts to start a fire again, but is unsuccessful. Cobber is awoken by nightmares of everything he's witnessed. Wig and Selenia talk about the tribute still alive and how they might, go about it. Aw, man, Honey Monster. Honey Monster accidentally steps on a landmine and dies. That's sad. I thought Honey Monster would go far. Except, Spartacus. No, it wasn't Spartacus. Who camouflaged into a bush? I thought someone camouflaged into a bush. I thought it was Spartacus. Day 8. Spartacus receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The sponsors are wanting this to get over with. Cobber throws a knife into Wig's chest, killing him ruthlessly. Oh, I can just imagine. Right in the chest. Oh. Figgy kills Puka for his supplies. He left Chip alive, but killed Puka for supplies. I don't get that. Selenia steals from Chip while she isn't looking. Unaware. Well, Chip was, not Selenia. Moment of silence for our fallen. Night 8. Selenia and Cobber sleep in shifts, wanting to protect one another, knowing that there are 3 prizes up for grabs. Figgy severely injures Chip and leaves her to die. Spartacus, having got this far, probably my new favorite now. Spartacus, Cobber, and Figgy. We'll go with them. Spartacus thinks about home, just relaxing in his little makeshift hut in his tree. It's actually quite cool if you could see it. Day 9. Selenia hunts for other tributes. Spartacus and Cobber works together for the day, wanting to win that top 3. No! Figgy unknowingly eats toxic berries and dies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Selenia, Spartacus, and Cobber are our top 3. Now let's see what place they will place in, if that makes sense. A moment of silence for our fallen. Selenia, Spartacus, and Cobber discuss the game and what might happen in the morning, knowing damn well that one another is going to have to kill each other, even though they're the winner. Ooh, I thought she was blown up, but no! No! Cobber, no! Selenia receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Will she use it? Or won't she have to? Spartacus sets Cobber on fire with a Molotov. Cobber, you were my hands-on favorite. But hey, you won 3rd place, 20 mil. That's not bad. Moment of silence for our poor Cobber. So sad. Night 10. Spartacus overpowers Selenia, killing her, taking the spot for himself. And the winner is Spartacus from District 3. Spartacus is the winner of 333,000 bullets before tax. I refuse to do the math. I remember when they used to have it written out for you so you didn't have to do it, so I still refuse to do it. And here's our placements. I didn't show these last time, but I figured I would this time, so everyone can see what they did. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that surely was a grand send-off for our poor friend Monkey. May he rest in peace.